I wanted to sell a condo that I had, but that time the market was just bad timing to sell. Interest rates were high, nobody was buying. This went by for months, and I started to experience that fear, that anxiety. So I did my visualization, seeing myself signing over the ownership of the mortgage to the new owner. I felt what it feels like to be doing that. I was just grateful, I was happy. And then on the day of signing the mortgage transfer, as I was signing it, I just remembered my visualization of me being in this exact same moment, even down to wearing the dress I was wearing. Hi, friend. Welcome. And thank you so much for being here with me now. In today's video, I would like to share with you how to consciously manifest the life of your dreams, a life of peace, a life of abundance, joy. So if you are currently in a state of struggle or survival or depression, and you just feel like there's something more that wants to come through you, but you just don't know how to get it, I think this video will be very helpful to you, so please keep on watching. So I first discovered how to consciously manifest somewhere along my journey in awakening, and it's been an amazing tool that has been very helpful to me, helping me see clearly who we are, who I am, which is presence, and the power that lies in our presence, in our beingness, the power that lies within each and every one of us, in you, in me. And I think I think in the current state that we are as a collective, as humanity, I think it's an important tool that each and every one of us who are awakening to who we are should have, and how to consciously create, because right now that AI is also joining us in this dance, and AI is going to be taking over a lot of the work that we used to do, a lot of the thinking work that we do. I think we need to evolve other abilities, and one of those abilities is being able to consciously create, being able to create whatever it is that's within us that wants to come out. And so I think that's why I'm doing this video, to just share how to be able to do this. So the first step to consciously creating is to know thyself. And what I mean by this is to know who you are, know your true being, your true nature, which is presence, consciousness, being, whatever name, whatever word that points to it, which is just here and now. The awareness, that's who you are. The reason why it's important to know this is because if you create, or if you manifest from your ego, from your false self, from who you think you are, from your mind, you most likely will be creating or manifesting things that your ego thinks it wants. And those things will not bring you peace. They will not bring you lasting happiness, and you will keep chasing things. So the point of manifesting is not to just be chasing things or chasing material wealth. No, it's to see that you are powerful and to use your power for good, for healing, for bringing good things into this world. But consciously manifesting is a tool. It's not the goal. The goal is for you to see yourself, to see who you are, and who you are is powerful, but it's not a power over others. Your power is within, and each and everyone has that power. Whoever you are, I don't care if you've taught yourself as to be powerless, or you think, you are nothing. You are not. You're the most amazing thing, because you are life itself. You are life experiencing itself. So that power is within you. So you need to know yourself, know your being, know yourself as the awareness that is experiencing everything, experiencing your thoughts, experiencing your ego, experiencing your pain, experiencing the joy. You're just the awareness, the emptiness that all of this is happening in. That's who you are. That's where the power lies. From that place, you're able to bring forth beautiful things into this world, things that not just transform your life, but transforms the life of all the people around you, transforms the world. That's the first, honestly, and that's the, once you know yourself, you sometimes you don't even want to even manifest anything, because all of the satisfaction, the peace, the happiness is within you. It's in your beingness you find that happiness, the abundance, the wealth that you're looking for. Everything is within you. But then practically you might want to create a business, have a loving relationship, bring in money, create resources, help people. You might want to do things in this dimension that need to actually be created. And then you can, from that place of presence, you can then create. All right. So once you know yourself, the next thing is to identify the things you want to create, and identify the source of these things. Where are these things you want to manifest or create? Are they coming from presence, or are they coming from your ego? Are they coming from your being? Are they things that you know that, like I said, not only enriches your life, but also enriches the world, enriches the people around you, brings more love, brings more light, brings more joy into this world, versus just wanting to manifest things that just satisfy your ego, satisfy your desires, or your selfish, lack. So for example, you might want to manifest a loving relationship, but sometimes it might be coming from a place of, you feel like you need love to feel complete. That's coming from your ego, because your ego feels scared. It feels like it needs another to make itself worthy or whole. Versus if you are, you feel whole, you feel complete, and then you know that, okay, you would like to share your beingness, your love with another. It's two different, it's two different realities. So identify where this desire, this need is coming from. And it's okay if it's coming from your ego. When you identify it, you're able to move or shift that frequency from the ego to your being. Just by identifying it, you're able to, okay, if it's, okay, I feel a sense of lack, that's why I want a relationship. That's okay. But then I see that I am whole, I am love. I don't need another to complete me. I'm manifesting this relationship to share in this love, to share the love between myself and another whole beautiful being. So it's like two different, completely different frequencies. So identify the source or the root of this desire and shift it. If it's coming from the ego, or even if it's money, you want to manifest a successful career so that you have abundance, you have money in your life. If it's coming from a place of lack, coming from a place of ego, where you feel I need money to survive, like I said, you might have it, but you wouldn't still feel you wouldn't feel secure, you would always still feel that lack. So you shift that desire from being rooted in ego to being rooted in presence. That yes, you're manifesting abundance, you're manifesting money, you're manifesting wealth to not only enrich your life and do all the things you want to do, but you're also doing it to also enrich other people's lives. You're bringing forth goodness into this world. You're bringing forth abundance into this world to make this world a better place. Okay, so once we've identified the source of our desires and we've shifted that into being rooted in presence, we can then actively start to manifest. So the first step is you can use affirmations. So affirmations are just simply using our words to create, or using our thoughts to create. So we speak words that help bring forth these things that we want to manifest. So, and that's why growing up, I used to always hear that our words are powerful because our words can either bring life or create destruction or create suffering. We can either use our words and our thoughts to either bring blessings, create life, create love, or we can use our words and thoughts to create suffering, destruction. So it's very important that we're careful with the words we say and the thoughts we think. So you can say these words and you can maybe say it in the morning when you wake up or at night before you go to sleep. Maybe repeat it a number of times. And then as you say these words, you say the words and you pause and let the words like wash through you or let the words marinate and pause and feel your presence. Let the words sink into your being. So you're not just saying the words and just like blah, 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 blah. No, you say the words and you pause, breathe. You say the words, you pause, breathe. So I'll share some of my affirmations that I use for just bringing prosperity into my life. So one I use is through the great law of attraction, everything in life that I need for my work and my fulfillment is here with me now. And I pause, let that sink in. Another affirmation I use is my world is filled with creativeness, achievement, abundance, and prosperity. I pause and let that sink in. And then you can repeat this multiple times. You can even just say it in your mind. But then you say it, you pause, you feel your body, you feel your presence, you let the words sink in. So I have a list of different affirmations for different situations, but that's love, success, abundance, health, even manifesting, your spiritual power. So if you like to receive my free affirmation list, you can just leave me a comment below saying affirmations and I would send you a link to that. So this is something, like I said, you can practice in the morning. You repeat it several times and then you let it go, or you practice in the night before you sleep. So if maybe affirmations are not your thing, another way you can go about this is using visualizations. If you're more of a visual person, so you can either do a physical visualization. So you can have like a vision board where you put pictures of the things you want to manifest. I've also done that. Or you have a Canva board where you make a collage of the different things you want to bring forth. Or you can just have pictures on your phone in a folder that represents the things you want. So if it's more money, a different career, love, health, travel, whatever it is, you can either do it in a physical copy, put it in like a Canva collage board, or you can just visualize it in your mind. I think visualizing your mind is probably more powerful just because your imagination is powerful. So you can bring the image of whatever it is you want in your mind's eye, whether it's an image or it's a movie, right? I would say you can play out the scenario of that situation and see either yourself in that situation and then feel what it feels like. So you have the image in your mind or you have the image in the physical form on your computer and then feel what it feels like to have received this thing. So feel yourself happy, excited, joyful, whatever feeling that you feel when you like imagine you have that thing now, you see in your mind's eye, maybe you want to manifest a successful business, right? you see yourself, doing this work, being, joyful to be doing the work, helping people. Just imagine yourself in that situation and just feel it, feel the joy, feel the 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 love, the peace, the excitement that comes from that. I think it was probably Jesus that said it, of whatever it is that you want or desire, believe you have received it. Exactly. Believe that you have that thing here and now, and how it feels like to have it. That's the honestly, that's the that's the main secret. That's the main thing. Feel that you have it here and now. It's not in the future. It's here and now. That's how you bring it forth into the present moment. So you can close your eyes, see that thing in your mind, and then feel how it feels to have it now. And so once you've done that, next you can then practice gratitude. I love gratitude so much because gratitude is it's an amazing practice. Gratitude can change your vibration. If you're feeling sad now or you're feeling depressed, and you just find a little thing to be grateful for, it just changes how you feel. I love gratitude. I love being grateful because there's so much to be grateful for. Even in the midst of the darkest things, there's still something you can find to be grateful for. Even to grateful for the breath that we breathe, grateful to be here now, grateful to our bodies, we have functioning organs, we're able to see, we're able to eat. Just grateful for the little things. We have the sun shining. I love gratitude so much. So yeah, you can practice being grateful for that thing. Not just grateful for that thing, be grateful for the things you have now. So if you want to manifest $1 million, right? And right now you only have $1,000. Yes, you can express gratitude for the $1 million coming into your life, but it's also important to express gratitude for the thing you have now. Be grateful. The little you have now, be grateful for that. Whatever it is, be grateful, because you know that more is coming, and you're also grateful for the more that is coming. And the more you practice it, the more you just see things just flow to you. You put yourself in this beautiful, energetic state where you are aligned with life. And so next, once you practice gratitude, and then you let that desire go. You you're not you let go of the attachment to the desire, right? You're not like, when is this thing going to happen? It's 2 months and it has not happened. We don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know. It's not happening on your timeline. It's not happening how you even want it to happen. You just trust that you've done your manifestation work, and you trust that the universe will take care of the rest. Because you already feel that thing, the feeling you feel like when you have that thing, you've already felt it, right? So there's nothing much like you're just waiting for the thing the thing is just gonna come, but that feeling of when you have that thing, you already have it, which is your being. And so you let it go, you let go of the attachment. Your mind will still, do its thing. The mind will still do its thing of, it hasn't happened. Is it gonna happen? But you just let it go. I think once you let go, then you start to take action. So when we manifest, we're not just visualizing, doing the affirmations, feeling how we will feel when we receive it, practicing gratitude, and just saying and letting go and just saying, okay, you know what, I'm done. You still need to. There'll still be things you need to do, but you would know. Once you've done all the steps, you will know what is next for you to do. You will know the steps you need to take to move in that direction. Your steps will be aligned in the direction that you need to go. So it's important you also take action. You don't just sit down and say, okay, you know what, I'm just going to wait for my manifestation to come. You need to take action, but you need to take action in alignment. You're not taking action from a place of fear. You're taking action from a place of alignment, from a place of purpose. And the action it feels effortless, because it's the universe, it's God guiding you. So a few years ago, I wanted to sell a condo that I had, but that time in the market was just bad timing to sell, but I needed to sell because we needed to move to some other place, and we needed to move in a few months. And it was bad timing. Interest rates were high. Nobody was buying. This was after COVID. So it just seemed impossible. And I was selling it myself. So it just seemed impossible. But I knew that there's nothing impossible. There's no impossibilities. Everything is possible. So I practice these steps of manifestation. So I did my visualization, seeing myself, signing over the ownership of the mortgage to the new owner. I felt what it feels like to be doing that. I was just grateful. I was happy that, I was able to sell the condo to somebody else that would also enjoy living in the condo. And then on my phone, I took a picture of my condo, and then I put a sold banner, just a picture, and I put text on it that says sold. I'll try to put a picture somewhere in the video to show that image. So I did that. So that's also part of my visualization of manifesting that this condo is sold. And I visualized what it felt like, to be on that day signing the document to transfer the ownership and just being grateful. And I was grateful that, I got to live in this beautiful apartment, and then I get to transfer this apartment to someone else who would also enjoy living there. And then I let it go. And then I started doing the steps that I needed to get the apartment sold. Did the listing, did the pictures, put it up, let people know that, okay, I'm selling my condo, did different, took the steps to get the condo sold, did the showings. Lots of people came, saw the condo, but then nobody was really interested. So people came, they saw it, but they were not really interested. So this went by for months, and I started to feel, my mind started to be like, oh, the condo isn't selling, and I have a few months to move. And I didn't want to be in a situation where I was still paying like a mortgage here, and then also making another payment to the next place we're moving at. So I started to experience that fear, that anxiety. But then I noticed the fear and the anxiety, and I knew that, okay, yeah, this is just my mind. This is just the ego, doing its thing. And then I came back into presence. I just took a deep breath, saw what my mind was doing, and I just trusted. I think I wrote, maybe did some other affirmations, still expressing gratitude that I'm grateful that this has already happened. And just trusted. And then in a weird way, in a way that I cannot even explain, somehow we found buyers to buy the condo, and they were so happy and so excited to buy it. Like, it was like a miracle. It is a miracle. And then on the day of signing the mortgage transfer, as I was signing it, I just remembered my visualization of me being in this exact same moment, even down to wearing the dress I was wearing. And it was just beautiful. I couldn't help but smile and just see the beauty of, just who we are, how powerful we are. So, so that's honestly, that's it. So just to recap, so the first step is know who you are, know who we are. We are presence, we are consciousness, we are awareness that all of this is happening. We are now. Right now, just feel your beingness, feel your body, feel your breath, and feel the awareness that you are. And then, write down the things you want to create, the things you want to manifest, and see the source of these things. If the source of your desires are from your ego, right, shift, move that desire, move that source into being rooted in presence. And then either create your own affirmations, or you can use, if you want my affirmations, just put a comment down below and I would send you a link to download it. So use your affirmation and speak speak life, speak what you want. And then you can also visualize, either have a physical copy of your visualization, or you imagine or visualize in your mind what it is that you want, and feel what it feels like to have received it. Feel the joy, the happiness, the peace, and express gratitude. Express gratitude for the good things in your life now and the good things that are coming. And then let go and trust. You are life itself, and you are walking in alignment. You are awakening. You are realizing who you are. And just enjoy, enjoy the ride. And then do the actions, whatever it is that you need to do, whatever steps you need to do to kind of get things moving, do it. So thank you so much for just being with me here now. I sincerely love you, and you are love, you are light, you are amazing, you're the yeah, you are now. And if you like to work with me one-on-one, I would leave a link to book a session with me if you like to go deeper in this practice, or if you would like just someone to just hold presence for you. I'm available, so I'll put a link to book some time with me. And thank you again, and I'll see you next time.